online, and she's in Italy right now, so it's in the afternoon for her. Yes, yes. Let me see a heavy one for you. Of course. That's for Gerald. You're welcome. Buenos días, señora, ¿cómo está? Aquí le regalo su flan, por si quiere. And we're gonna use for the people at home. If you have a band of some sort, or a towel, or an old T-shirt, your partner's leg, whatever you want to use to just a little bit of stretching, a little bit of moving around. And Harold's here. Oh, cool. Excellent.
I am, yes.
Awesome. Good to see you, Harold.
Likewise.
I was hoping you'd be in Houston already. All right, so let's get started with a little band. So if nothing else, yoga might be a really great practice to sustain. So I've been thinking about this for some reason, to sustain a thought, right? So at work, I do it with my team also, with people that work with me. In our staff meetings, I also invite them to to do a little bit of meditation, a little bit of grounding exercise. And so, and for them, it's completely, many of them are very new to this. And so the idea is kept in my mind about how we, as we practice, right? How we, all of us here at the center, or the ones that we do virtually, our yoga classes, we are trained and we are practicing something like this. And so, and how important it is for our mind to be trained, and to remain focused in something, and to help that be an instrument for so many things. And so the idea of being grounded and being present, and to maintaining ourselves aware of where the body is and how are we feeling about the body, right? Otherwise, we'll be thinking about 10,000, and it's my experience, and maybe yours too, that we're thinking about 10,000 things at the same time. We might be doing something, and yeah, we're doing meditation, or we're chanting, or we're listening to the chanting, but at the same time, my mind is thinking about work, and it's thinking about the next thing that we're going to do for lunch, and what is the list of chores I have to do at home, and how I need to pay this bill, or I need to fill the tires of my car. 10,000 things happen, right? And so how can we focus, even though there might be all kinds of physical distractions, noises, and people coming in and out, people yawning and scratching, there's all kinds of things. If we're at home, the phone rings, there's all things. And so how can we learn and teach and practice, right, to remain focused, to remain not necessarily physically still, because it's not the external thing that matters, but it helps to keep the mind still. And not still as in quiet, there's no thought, but still into one single thought. What is our one single intention? What is our more powerful, right? As we explained many times, the energy of the brain, or the mind, or the soul is one. And if we divide it in 10 different sections of thoughts, each of those is going to get a 10th of our energy. If we divide that into 5 thoughts, then each of those, of course, is going to take only 1/20th, a little bit double the energy that each of those thoughts will have. If we even cut it into 2, then the energy, each of those thoughts will have half of the energy of the power of your mind and soul. And so in the same way, if we keep on practicing to just focus and be able to just maintain our stillness of mind towards that one single thought, and how difficult that is, right? Is practically impossible. But at least we can start shutting down all these external distractions, and we can be more centered, we can be more calm, we can allow our physical body to not be disjointed or distracted, but to actually focus our attention to even keep the mind in one single thing. If we are here for our physical body and our physical health, then think about our physical body and our physical health. And so what is the position of my foot and what is the position of the opposite foot? And how is that ankle feeling versus my knee and versus the positioning that I have or that I usually place on my hips or my lower back, or what is it that I do with my waist and my abdomen? Am I really engaging my core muscles? Can I go back again and look at my feet and my legs? Are they comfortable? Am I forcing myself to be in a position that is not natural to me? Or can I start building that within me? Can I allow my back and shoulders, starting from maybe from the base of the back, to just start feeling as a thermostat, right? As if you're just looking at the mercury that does not exist anymore, but whatever is the inside of the thermometer to come up and to feel that the energy raises up and to feel that your spine realigns and you feel your ribs and your shoulders, and you can feel how your position of the collarbones or clavicles sustain that connection to the scapular area, and how do your chest, or how does your chest open, and how does the sternum and the breastbone and the chest plate really engage the rest of your ribs, and what am I doing internally to support that? What is my lung tissue doing? Am I really allowing myself to exhale and to let those move? I'm allowing the muscles around my thoracic cavity to expand and to pull the ribs wider, so I have a deeper and bigger breath into my body. And I allow myself to exhale. And as I exhale, can I really feel that I'm not just emptying the lungs, but I'm really feeling the energy of my legs and my feeling my feet and feeling all the way down my body. And I monitor one more time from the toes through the rest of my body, through my neck, through the crown, the facial expression, the muscles of my jaw and bite. And can I invite myself to slowly exhale and see if how much is my mind really able to stay steady? And it's not a test, it's not a challenge, it's simply an observation, right? I'm not forcing anything on my body. I'm simply being aware, being mindful, observing what it takes to expand and open and clear all the other things that might be distracting. And so, can I spiritualize? Can I make my thought, my intention spiritual? Not just of the physical health, not just of the physical body, but I allowing myself to inhale and to just bring in maybe an intention, maybe a thought, maybe an emotion that we want to hold on, that we know we just desire deeply in our heart. And can I exhale that and release all the other things? And then somehow those other things become maybe less important at this moment. And that spiritual thoughts becomes a lot more prevalent. And I check again all the other things external to me, my physical body, re-monitor, re-observe, and create an inhalation that focuses gently into an intention. What is it that I want to bring? What is the value that I really cherish in my heart and soul? And I allow my arms and elbows and shoulders and spine to just soften. And in my last, very gentle, very conscious movement, the wealth of breath, right? All the benefits of a deep inhalation that I can really breathe, and maybe my body is able to move my hands and my arms on my legs if my legs are extended, in between my legs if my legs are apart, into the yoga mat, into the thighs, into the floor, and I round my spine, round my torso, exhale gently, Soften my back, stretch gently my body towards the ground. Again, not forcing, softening and inviting the body. I'm not really about to, and yoga is never about forcing anything. That is counterproductive to all the intention of yoga, but it's about an invitation for our body to move, to extend, to feel for 1 second. If we stay and we elongate the body exactly where it is, the body will start responding and letting those nerve cords, the bloodstream, the air, the breath itself to enter into those parts that needed to be attention. And I monitor constantly. What is it that I focus in at this moment? Can I exhale one last time? Can I feel my body to breathe deeply through patience and all those beautiful energies that I can create with my body, and then walking my hands. When I'm ready to inhale and my breath comes in, I walk my hands back in and I feel my spine. It's not just a movement, it's an intention of the movement to round and raise and restack the body vertebrae by vertebrae. I'm holding on to my belt, and I'm going to slowly place the belt hanging on my thumbs with the palms of my hands facing forward so I can wrap easily my fingers around the belt, and my hands separate at least shoulder distance. So I have enough room to open those muscles. And my elbows are not going to be tight to my rib cage this time. We're going to slowly open the elbows about shoulder height. And my jaw draws in, and I feel what it feels like to not only create a little bit of tension between my hands, if that's even possible and available to your body, or maybe to feel the shoulders and how are the shoulders connecting and how can I engage those muscles of my chest. How is my chest muscles, how are my chest muscles supporting my posture, and where's my abdomen? Am I pushing through my ankles, my knees? Am I pushing through my hips? Do I have the liberty? Is it okay? Is it better if my legs extend, or this one leg that is bothering me extends? Can I change positions without having to feel that I have to be in a position that is not beneficial to my body? One more time, breathing in, allowing the exhalation to slowly create tautness, to create openness, and maybe the arms start opening a little bit wider. And my triceps and the back of the arms connect, and my shoulder blades slowly shift towards each other, and my jaw draws in, and the crown of the head extends tall and long towards the sky, and my abdomen supports the position, my lower back flattens, and my tailbone air points towards the ground, and I find an extension to breathe. So is it too tense? Is it too much for my body? Am I resting the position? Again, it's about really aligning and feeling the body that is pushing through your knuckles and is not twisting through your knuckles, right? It's not about flexing the hands, but it's about pointing the knuckles away from the shoulders. So I can feel that the center of the insertion of my pectoral muscles engage and find strength. One more time, and feel that your biceps, the triceps, the muscle of the arms. One more time, breathing into this position, long and extended, as much as your body allows. It doesn't mean all the way extended. And let the hands slowly bend the elbows and let the arms slowly flex a little bit, and do not let go completely. Slowly and gently resist as your body softens and the body exhales. Release your hands, release your arms, soften your fingers. Let the belt maybe rest on your legs or your thighs, and let your body exhale kindly. Bring the right hand gently in front of your body. Allow your fingers to point about shoulder height, and then exhale it and let your fingers to raise towards the sky, while my left hand is going to come softly towards my fingers, towards my tip of the fingers, of the palm of the hand. And I'm going to slowly press intentionally the heel of the right hand out, while my fingers are drawn into the elbow, towards the shoulder, towards the rest of my body. And I open my thumb, my pinky. I'm not pushing my fingers together. I'm not overstraining. I'm not only flexing the root of the fingers. I'm finding the wrist. I'm finding the form. My elbow needs to soften. My shoulder doesn't have to be pushed forward. The shoulder can be outside the right rib cage, allowing my jaw to not be tense. Am I forcing? My face is really the important part sometimes, because it's, again, the canary that tells you, right, in the mind, that really tells you, where is it? Am I straining or am I softening? Am I really tense in this position? Can I really monitor my body? One more time. Every finger, feel it extending and reaching all the way through the wrist area where my body exhales. Last long deep breath in, And then release. Hands and arms and shoulders. Soften the right arm towards the sides of the body. Exhale gently. Take a deep breath. Move forward. Your spine, your neck, your shoulders round forward. Again, open the body. Stretch it out around your neck. Slowly move towards the ground as far as your body allows. And then resetting the body. Roll your vertebrae one more time towards the perpendicular position. Again, it's about restarting, right? It's almost like when we shake and we see the dogs like shaking the entire body because we're resetting the entire body up. And then in left hand, inhale in front of your body, left arm, shoulder height. Allow your fingers to exhale slowly towards the sky and bring in the inhalation of my right arm over the left hand this time. Again, never forcing wrists or elbows or shoulders. The joints are not the focus, the muscles. And I breathe in to open and extend. The exhalation releases all tension, all pressure from in deep into the muscles and open evenly. It's not one side, it's not the opposite side, it's just evenly the entire wrist. Can I find it? And so what is it? Constantly, what is my mind doing? Monitoring every part of my body, every joint, every ligament, every tendon, every nerve extend into the hands and activate joints of the fingers, joints in between your phalanges, right? Feel them connecting. To find that there's, again, preferred spaces where toxins rest in our body. Can I move them through? Can I find my jaw, my neck, my facial expression, as we already always constantly monitor? Can I sit evenly on my hips and not on my joints of my ankles or knees or my lower back? Can I find myself one more time breathing deeply, opening the hand, and I can feel my shoulders? It's not a passive extension, it's an active extension. I am breathing into my chest, I'm breathing into my abdomen, my shoulders. Can I let my last one breath? Can I feel my inhalation, extending and opening that left hand? And then exhale and then release kindly. Again, observe that the movement of exhalation is not just letting go, it's about moving softly out of position and letting and inviting that flush of blood into the arms, into the legs. Breathing in, allowing my legs to slowly open forward in front of my body and to the sides if that's comfortable for my body. It doesn't have to be wide or any wider than your body allows it. Find that your hamstrings or your calves are directly towards the ground. We tend to roll the feet, we tend to roll the ankles, and the legs misalign and the kneecaps move a position. Can you maintain your legs in perfect position? It doesn't matter how wide. It's not a judgment of my body. It's not about showing off my body. Can I find comfort? And can one more time use my belt to slowly exhale, and I'm going to carry gently behind my lower back. So I'm going to place the palms of hands facing away from my body, and my fingers going to easily and wrap around the belt, and I'm going to place my hands into the belt to hold my arms at least shoulder distance from each other. Or maybe, and you can add intensity if you need to add intensity. I'm going to place my knuckles as close to the floor as possible. If I can rest my knuckles into the floor, perfect. And I add a little bit of tension. So I can separate my arms. I can hold my hands together closer towards each other and then pull them apart so they stay about shoulder distance. Again, it's up to you, right? What is the intensity of your position? And let your head drop slowly with your chin towards your chest, as if your spine and your abdomen and your neck slowly roll and you feel your body breathing in. Active legs, round your neck, extend those muscles. So find your vertebrae, all the things and all the little pinches that we just maybe have not paid attention to. Might the abdomen be activated by simply an exhalation, breathing deeply into this position so the shoulder blades open. One more time, exhale. Can you contract the belly button area so it comes towards the lower back, massaging all the muscles in between, all the organs in between, and raise your chin as you're inhaling. Slowly move your chin, move your shoulders back, adjust your knuckles, adjust your triceps, adjust the strength between those hands, and let your body raise your chin. And maybe your head lengthens up towards the sky, and maybe your eyes, with your eyelids covering your eyes can roll behind your eyelids, behind your eyebrows, and you move not only your head and your chin and your throat, but also the muscles that move your eyes. Again, we are so used to being in front of a screen. And so you exercise those muscles of your eyeballs, and you can feel the muscles that move the arch of your eyeball, right? There's little side muscles on the corners of your eyes that make to contract, to, again, flatten the lens of your eye, or to release a little bit, to arch the lens of the eye, to just adjust the distance of the vision that you have. So exercises, move them, breathe into it, move the eyes even farther behind. Can you monitor? What does it feel like to move those eyes deeply as I inhale? And then exhaling, release the head and release your shoulders and your eyes and your neck and your shoulder blades and your fists soften and your arms soften and your body exhales. Let your body slowly just wrap the belt around your waist. So let it stay in the back, but just simply wrap around the waist. And your hands are going to come one more time in front of your body. And you're going to walk your right hand towards the left side of your body. It doesn't mean towards the leg completely or towards the toes completely. Just softly walk it and let your left hand come as high up your leg or behind the hips or outside the left leg as possible, and rotate and lean into that into that left side with your right hand, right arm, holding and moving and stretching your shoulder blades, opening the back muscles. Breathe out. So what are you moving when you move? Are you intentionally connecting to your body? Is your head slowly drawn at the muscles that we use in our traps and the deltoid area stretching? Can you feel your body? It's not a passive move, it's an active move. That means you're intentionally and actively breathing and moving and feeling and adjusting your hands and adjusting the angle of your elbow and moving the shoulder blade and moving the shoulder and observing that your tummy and your oblique muscles move and your spine twists and the body exhales kindly one more time to breathe into your lungs, so that your lungs are really opening the entire inside of your torso and your last exhale, your head and your neck. Is it really extending all those side neck muscles? One last breath in. Allow your body to breathe deeply into your leg and then kindly let your left hand give you leverage, so you're releasing your right hand and you observe what happened to those muscles. Can I allow my body to exhale slowly? Beautiful. Deep breath. Allow the body to stay tall without anything on your hands. Raise your arms forward. Really range again as an active movement, as if you're just carrying weights in your hands. Raise your arms as far and high as your body allows you. Doesn't mean that you're pushing your shoulders up. You're opening the chest. You're opening your rib cage, the muscles that sustain your chest area, your posture, your heart center, your pectoral muscles. Raise in your body, and you move your shoulder blades, because your shoulder blades are intimately involved into this movement. And your lat muscles, your latissimus dorsi muscles, your serratus muscles, the muscles underneath the underarm, the muscles support the entire rhomboid and the shoulder blade and the deltoid area, finding your muscles supporting, breathing in. Let your body really engage in supporting your legs, your position, your posture of feet and legs. One last time, breath in. And let your body exhale and let your arms slowly come forward. And so what does it feel like to really move the upper body, to really feel, and you're paying attention to your posture, to your core, to your abdomen, to your waist. And maybe your left hand comes forward in front of your body and your right hand comes towards the ground, towards the leg, as high up to your waist or behind the right leg. And your left hand slowly moves towards the right leg inside and your toes, and check my knees and I check my spine. I'm not just moving, I'm actively engaging the breath, the extension, the opening, allowing the heels, the toes. I need to stretch my calves. I press my heels out. I need to contract my toes. I need to connect to my kneecap. Can I contract my thighs? Can I feel my left hand slowly? And every minute and every moment, your body is going to start letting go a tiny little bit. So listen, part of that mindfulness to really listen to what the story I'm telling myself inside. What is the story I'm listening inside about me, my body, my thinking, my history, the moments? What am I creating inside of me? So observe without judgment, without having to force anything. Just observe as you breathe, as you move. And it's very natural and it's very common that the mind starts again flying away in all kinds of directions. Can I sustain an intention? Can I sustain and spiritualize even a movement to the right leg? So what does that feel like to open the shoulder blades? Can I tuck in my chin and feel that my neck opens and all those muscles that are holding my shoulders tight, because I carry the weight of the body and the weight of my world on my shoulders, and I'm so responsible about everything else because I've been taught that I am the one that needs to be in control. Can I surrender for a second? Can I let my shoulders And the center of my back, release and empty and open in your last one breath. Observe the abdomen and then come back very, very gently. And you're repositioning your body. You're not letting go of a position, you're repositioning your body into that perfect upright position that your body needs to be. And what is perfect for you is not defined. You get to define in every time and every time. Letting your hands behind your hips, letting your arms open towards the wall behind you, and your thumbs up. And then slowly, once you're engaged, once you have your arms there, then start raising. And you inhale to open now different muscles. And you observe what it looks like to raise your body this way. What does it look like to extend and open intentionally towards the sky at your pacing, at your benefit, at your internal world, and observe your body to just dive into that beautiful world inside of you. And again, we do have that soul inside us. And so, can we dive into that? Can we really tap into that specialness in our hearts that is not just ours, right? But is given to us? Can I observe that energy, that spirituality inside of me? Can I observe that my spine, my body, and my thoughts and my facial expression really express and really ooze that out and offers it to the environment around me? Can I find the best of me and observe it to just come through and radiate through every corner of my body, including the tip of my toes? One last long deep breath, and my breath carries that and inhales and opens. And I'm able to exhale and soften elbows and shoulders and hands and fingers, and rotating my arms when I'm ready to release from this position towards the sides of my body. And I stay present. Can I remain still conscious? Can I sit for a second in this position and observe that the belt right on my waist with the endings coming over my legs, I'm going to reach towards that, and I'm going to wrap it into that very sweet spot right in my lower back. So the belt is really holding that lower back position, and my hands are going to hold independently or individually each end. My right hand, the right end, the left hand, the left end of the belt. And I'm holding it as light, as far forward, or as deep into my waist as I feel my body needs to. And it's up to you to define how deep is deep. And the elbows, instead of going wide and open, we're going to now place them very close to my ribs. And so is that a perfect adjustment of my body? Can I feel how my lower back is actually traveling slightly forward because the belt is being supported for that lower back, and my hands come a little bit close to my waist if I have to have more intensity, and that position itself opens the shoulders, opens the chest, and moves the pectoral muscles. And I'm not fisting my hands into the belt, I'm not pushing through my fingers or white knuckling the position. Can I find my body just in the position, and then as light or as extended as I need to be? And I observe my jaw, my position of the vertebrae column, and maybe my hands start pressing a little bit farther away with my elbows tight towards my rib cage. And maybe my forearms stay parallel towards the ground, 90 degrees to my biceps and triceps. And my shoulders tend to look forward and roll out in front of my body, but I'm actually engaging the chest and the pectoral muscles and the position and the posture of my body. And I change the posture of my body because I engage those muscles, and I'm not just acting on the fast twitching muscles, the external layers of the muscle mass, but there's the fibers that are deeper and deeper and deeper into the muscle fiber. Those are your endurance muscles. Can I find those endurance muscles? Can I feel my chest? Can I feel strong and powerful through my biceps, through my shoulders that are open wide, to my chest that lifts forward, that opens and liberates my heart, that extends and lifts out in front of my body. And I can feel myself transcending just the physicality of a movement, but maybe becoming more concentrated and focused into the spirituality of a movement, and feel the connection between the two, and how we are not separate from that, that we are actually expressing ourselves through our physical body. One more time. Can I feel my hands in the perfect position? Do I need to rotate my palms and hands a little bit facing up so I'm not really fist in the position, but just my palms and hands rotate, so that alleviates the pressure on my wrist when my body and my biceps and my shoulders and my chest really activate. One more time. Can I feel my upper body posture aligned with who I am inside? Breathing in. And then exhale, rotate the hands and let the elbows and the shoulders and the spine softens and the back lengthens, and I can feel my body releasing kindly. Beautiful. Allow my legs this time to slowly bend in. If you are able to bend in the legs, and if you're able to, and you might need blocks underneath your knees, underneath your legs. If you need blocks, let me know to support that, so the soles of your feet are connected towards each other and the belt is staying behind us. And I'm going to use my hands as wide as comfortable. The length of my arms. My arms are stretched, doesn't mean they're locked. Stretch out as far out to the right and left of my body. So my belt is right there next to my hips. And then I slowly, with my palms and hands facing forward, my knuckles onto the ground, I'm going to very gently start raising my arms. And I'm going to, again, extend the knuckles. And that means that feels that I'm moving my wrists a little bit forward, away from the elbows, rather than just moving my knuckles to the back of the body. So stretching, opening shoulder blades. Do I need to add more intensity? I can bring my belt to be a little bit tighter. Can I feel my heels? So again, the whole point of my feet together, my legs extended this way, so I can find my strength from the core, from the glutes, from the waist, from the abdomen, and I move my torso taller and longer. Can I observe the intensity? How intense do I need to be in this position? Can I observe my knuckles pressing away from the shoulders, and I allow my jaw? Can I extend my crown? Deep breath in, sitting deeply to the floor. One more time, allowing my body to really feel it. And that's sometimes the challenging part, right? The body starts complaining immediately. And is it okay? Is it painful, or is just laziness of my body that is complaining here? So if it's pain, absolutely reshift your body, let it rest, come back in. Maybe this position is not appropriate for your body, and it's perfectly okay. Modify. Can I find my last exhalation? Can I feel that my inhalation opens my chest and my exhalation empties all the way through? And then my arms are going to keep moving up towards the sky, slowly, gently, having the tension of the belt, just carry my arms as far up so I'm hanging on the belt, the weight of my arms, and the arms are also raising towards the sky. And can I feel my body then in an angle upright? And is my belly sinking and emptying out in front of my torso? Or can I retract my belly and really hold my posture? Can I press my heels? Can I find my jaw? Is my jaw drawn in, and so my spine lengthens? One more time. Can I feel the elbows not locked? Can I feel my body breathing? One more time, inhaling gently into the entire spine in my last long inhalation. Where is it that I need to place perfectly my shoulder blades? Here. And then I move the belt forward over my head, slowly, elbows bend, soften the arms, releasing gently the tension, and then feeling that I'm in movement, that I am really in position, that I'm really engaging my arms to slowly release in front of my body. Very good. And I allow my right leg to stay flexed and my left leg to extend in front of my body over my yoga mat. So my belt is now coming gently in a single string, or I can even double my belt if I know that I need more strength on that little leg, to find my belt coming over the tip of my toes on the left foot. And it's not the tip of the toes only, but it's the root of the toes, right? Almost towards the base of the toes, towards the arch of the foot. And I find my hands holding onto the edges of the belt as if I were hanging into them. I'm not forcing, I'm not tensing, I'm not locking my body, right? The idea of locking, it's really important, is closing, right? Locking is to lock something in that doesn't have any way out. And that's absolutely the opposite concept of yoga. Yoga is free and open, and again, of variation, allow ourselves to be flexible. And then can I feel that my toes are being flexed and my knees is extended as my body allows it? And maybe my left leg is gently coming off the ground a few inches while my elbows are bending and my shoulders are drawing back. And I feel my leg just extending and feel that my thighs completely active. I'm not sinking my knee gently down, so I'm not pushing the back of my kneecap to overextend, but I'm just maybe adding a little bit of a bend to that knee if that needs to be, or by securing my thighs, quads, support that foot? Is my toe on the big toe or the big pinky toe open wider or farther? Is my ankle aligned? Can I feel my arms stronger, biceps, elbows? Maybe my elbows are next to my rib cage and I can feel my chest opening. Is my jaw really aligning my neck? And can I feel that the tailbone area towards the crown of the head extends and opens the body? One more time. Sustain isotonic movement, really maintaining the tonicity. We're telling the body and that muscle that it's not just about flexing, but about sustaining a position. And that reflects onto our strength. And what does it mean to be strong? Right? It doesn't mean to be forceful or to be fast twitching and show off, but it's about that constant endurance, that feel and building that capacity to sustain. Again, focus. Last one breath. Can I feel my body breathing in? And then exhale very kindly. Can observe what happens when I release that leg gently towards the ground and my hands move the belt to release pressure from that left leg, and I soften my elbows forward and I feel that my body shifts. And so the pressure shifts now. And I let my belt rest for a second while my right leg extends out forward, and I feel my legs staying together forward in front of my body, and my hands are going to interlace fingers in front of my chest and abdomen to reset the position of my hands and wrists. I'm going to press out palms of the hands. I'm going to place them just in front of my chest, and I'm going to dip my chin in to really open those shoulder blade muscles. And so how high? Temper your body. So feel how high you need to be, how twisted your wrists need to be. You are in control and constant observation and the degree and the openness, and you are discovering your body at every point. And your tummy immediately tucks in, so you can roll the belly button into the lower back, so your spine lengthens and your jaw draws in. And then find those places where your body needs to be realigned. Be, and I say that jokingly many times, but be your own chiropractor, right? Who knows best your body than you? You are listening constantly. You feel it. Can you adjust it? Can you observe? This is the time to play inside your body, to feel the exhalation, that your jaw, your neck, your spine. One more time, breathe into this pose. When the body exhales and your jaw and your head and your spine move even deeper, let your last long deep breath in, dipping your chin, so you can really give an opportunity for that spine lovingly to realign, and then come back slowly. Breath in. You're go, you're reshifting your position. You're repositioning your body to open, to sit tall, to exhale slowly, to allow your left leg to flex when you inhale, to allow your left heel to come in towards your groin area, inner thigh, doesn't matter. On the right leg extended, aligned toes. Belt comes one more time as you inhale over your toes, base of the toes, base or arch of your foot, hands towards the edges of that belt. Your elbows, as you know, start bending. Your body starts flexing that right foot, stretching your calves, really feeling. Is it in the pinky side more than the big toe, or vice versa? Can you feel your body adjusting? And how's the root of your leg? How's that connection of your thigh bone to your hip? How's the kneecap? How's the ankle and the tendons and ligaments on that heel? And is your leg ready to come off the ground a little bit? And your elbows tight towards your rib cage and bending, and you're using your biceps and your shoulders open. Your chest activates. Again, it's gaining strength. It's maintaining that focus even to the muscular level. Can your muscles sustain that connection, that strengthening, the muscle connection deeper into those endurance muscles, muscles that really provide you strength, not the fast twitching, the quick movement, the, again, maybe superficial activity, but the true strength and focus of your body. And is your mind spiritualizing this? How does it, that is a moving meditation? How is it that even though we might not physically be moving internally, so many things are moving inside of us? And can you really be actively engaged here, that you're really focusing the metabolism, right? Your endocrine glands are really making your cells breathe and activate, and the energy and the production and the breathing in the cellular level is incredibly active all the time, especially here. Can you find your body breathing? So your tiredness And the inactivity of those muscles may be just then replaced by energy, by breath that you're inhaling every time. And but most importantly, create room by exhaling to empty out first. Make space inside of you. Can you let your body one more time? Is there room for something new, something fresh, something different about this moment? Can you let your body one last long deep breath engage into as high position as your body allows it? And let your body exhale kindly. Arms, and you're reshifting, right? You are repositioning your body softly to center position. Your hands and arms soften, your arms relax, and your fingers soften from the belt. Carefully and gently, you let the belt go. You raise your left knee, you extend your left leg out, you move your arms to the side of your body, and you're extending them wide and up towards the sky until your thumbs connect above your head, and let your elbows be as bent and your shoulders to be as light as needed, and your fingers extend towards the sky, and you engage your thumbs to be tall and long, and you maintain your body as long as your waist and torso allow, with your jaw softened. And then kindly, without twisting your knees or feet, you're going to look out towards the right side of your body. So your torso starts turning directly towards the right side. And so what happens when your head and shoulders rotate completely to the right side? And is it just the arms, or is it just the shoulders? Is it just the head? Or can you really move the entire barrel of your chest, the entire waist muscles, and you turn directly towards the right side of your body, and your jaw is not lifted. The jaw is maintaining parallel to help maintain the elongation of your vertebrae column, especially your neck. Can you let your body one more time? Those muscles on the chest and the waist, those rib muscles that are sustained by those muscles that truly are just wrapping their energy around your torso. Can you find this one last inhalation? And then exhale, return back to center very gently, again, using all the awareness of your body, and let your hands and arms release. Let the palms of hands slowly come towards the ground. Let your fists or knuckles come behind your glutes or next to your hips, and let your fingers maybe touch the ground. Maybe the palms of hands completely flat or just partially onto the ground, and let your chest slowly move forward. Allow your abdomen tuck in. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Raise your chin towards the sky, and then open the pectoral muscles. Open the throat. Raise your chin. Let the muscles all the way from your jaw to open the throat area. So many things are stuck in our throat, in our tongue, in the root of the tongue towards the throat area, and feel that your voice box, right? That we have a chakra. A chakra is a center of energy that constantly rotates and activates energy through the body. This little chakra right there in our throat is the voice chakra, the one that speaks our truth. And so what is it that we have in there? What are the choice words that you have for the body? What are the beautiful things that you may have maybe failed to say, or moments of gratitude to the people around you, or to the life that we have and the opportunity that we have, or the opportunities that we have been given, and we just have failed to say simply a gentle and kind thank you. Let your body one more time to breathe in. And the body exhales slowly. Come back as you're inhaling. Again, reposition your body. Raise your head, strengthen your torso, your core. Exhale, release. Very nice. Allow your knees to slowly retract. Find your inner thighs coming closest towards each other, as close as your body allows it. Your feet come as close to your hips as you need to. And you allow your hands to stay behind your hamstrings. Wrap your legs behind the hamstrings, or maybe your feet are able to slowly stay together while your arms wrap over your shins and your knees, and your hands look towards your wrists, towards your forearms, towards your elbows, towards your triceps, and your abdomen compresses, and your neck, shoulder blades are open. Again, we tend sometimes to protect things that are injured, or we are so used to holding on to things. So it's important to find ourselves opening, and then creating space in our shoulders, letting go of things that sometimes are difficult and challenging for us to let go, and then dropping the head and move with the knees closer towards each other, and opening the forehead towards the kneecaps. Sesame touching, and let your body not forced. And then feel, how is the abdomen pressing? How are the inner thighs? How are we connecting deeper? And again, this is a very nurturing position, right? We are hugging the body. We're connecting to our core, to our abdomen, to our chest. We can feel those deep, deep energy muscles, the warmth of the bloodstream, the powerfulness of our breath, the kindness of the movement of our head. Let your last long exhalation empty all the way through. Inhale onto the shoulder blades. And when the body's ready, slowly soften hands and shoulders and neck and spine and arms and your legs soften, and you're readjusting, reposturing your body, extending your legs one more time all the way forward, allowing your body to sit tall, your arms to slowly shift towards the sides of your body, and raise your arms wide and tall towards the sky until your thumbs interlace above the head and you find your position. So what happens when you are lined here? Are we pushing through one muscle than the other? Can we engage the chest? Can we engage all the muscles of the underarms? Can you feel that your body, again, there's lots of lymph conduits or lymphatic system that runs these little conduits that pull all this tissue, all the fluids from the tissue, right? The interstitial liquids and fluids just to drain out of the body, to cleanse those spaces that we know are full of toxins or favorite places for toxins. Can you let your body slowly empty those and come from the neck, come from the jaw, come from the nose, the entire sinus cavities, comes from the eyes, comes from the fingers and wrists and joints and elbows and shoulders. One more time, breathing in, looking towards the left side as your body exhales, slowly looking out without twisting any other part of your body but your torso, and stay tall and stay long. And it doesn't have to look like anybody else. Is your staying tall, is your definition of support your torso and supporting your tummy and breathing in. And is your head aligning the position? Again, discover little things about your body. What is it that you look into when you twist? What is it that feels like when the body shifts gently, one inhalation at a time? So your lungs powerfully open the body and you give enough room for your body to exhale, and let your last long deep breath in, extending and open and breathing through your hands and arms. When the body is ready, exhale, exhale, and come back to the center as you breathe in. Opening, again, inhale, inflate inside your body when you're ready. And then release your hands and release your body. Exhale kindly. This time, you're going to place your hands outside your thighs, outside your knees. You can bend them as much or as little as you need to. And your body is going to lean softly forward, not go all the way down, halfway down, and stay just halfway. Do not go to your maximum. Don't go to your limit. Stay in a very comfortable place and let your hands stay steady on your legs, on the sides of your knees, on the sides of your thighs. Move your chin in and extend the vertebrae column. Find that your movement of the head pulls lightly. And again, we have fascia, we have holding or connective tissue into the neck area that sustains the spine and moves through your vertebrae. We have muscles on the sides of your vertebrae column, and let them stretch and open. One more time, can you find your chest, your belly to retract? So you're opening the back of your body. One more time, let those shoulder blades, those muscles in between your neck, can you feel the body? Again, not tensing. And what is that we're thinking about? What is that? Again, those distractions. Remind yourself of all the things that you did at the very beginning of class to set your own environment as your body comes deeper into this mindfulness state. And then let your hands walk very, very gently back in, and your abdomen to be strong, your shoulders to be broad, the body to be exhaling. We're going to allow very gently the hands and the torso to be perfectly aligned and supportive of the position, the upright position of your body. And we're going to reach one more time for our little belt. And we're going to slowly, with as open or as close as your belt needs to be, one fold or two-fold, we're going to allow the belt to come right under both feet, both toes, both arches of the feet, with knees are slight to bend or slide closer to your body so it bends slowly that position, and your hips are in a comfortable position. Your legs are starting to lift. Your hands immediately rotate up so you're not using the wrists, you're not twisting through your knuckles. You're allowing your body to just flatten the form, the wrist area, the biceps are contracting, you're opening the shoulders, your chest widens, your legs start extending, and you lift your legs as far away from your body. And not only lifting your legs is the point, but it's also to let your chest to be broad, your jaw to be drawn in, and to let your back reach back. So you're pulling away by holding, the belt is holding your torso upright, and you're using your tummy, and you feel your back be supported, and your lower back is hugged by the entire abdominal girdle. Breath in, never locking, never forcing. You can allow your toes, pinky and big toe, to be balanced. One more time, breathe in. And when and if your body is ready, can you let your inhalation to support this position as your body exhales? One last breath in, jaw, extend, reach. Are you really feeling your body in this pose? And you are exhaling the walls of your abdomen as your knees are bending deeper and your feet and heels are coming closer to the ground. And your body exhales very, very gently, sitting upright, letting your legs slowly soften. Very nice. Allowing your legs to extend. We're going to soften the hands. We're going to bring the hands gently behind the body. So your fingers are going to slowly overlap over each other, and your elbows are going to slowly move very, very wide. You're using your hands on your lower back or the base of your ribs, and your elbows are going to open behind, and your shoulders are moving slowly towards each other while your shoulders separate your chest and you're dropping your head. And your head comes towards your chin, or your chin towards your chest. And you find your spine, your abdomen, your waist, breathing in, leaning forward as if your knees are softening, your torso starts leaning gently in front of your body, a lot in front of your hip, or the hip, the line of your hip, and your shoulder blades move towards each other. Your elbows move away from each other towards the back. One more time, tummy, slowly crown. Exhale one more time. You can add as much intensity. You can feel your body moving. You can let those muscles finally unwind and then tighten from all the pressure. When your body exhales all the way through, come back. Inhale, inhale. And exhale all the way through. Very nice. And allowing your body to slowly stay along your yoga mat. And we're going to come slowly back into center, sitting upright, letting the belt again be on your feet, behind your legs, whichever is most comfortable. So you can slide it underneath your knees if you don't have hair behind your legs, because otherwise it's very painful. Otherwise, I'm sure you don't have experience with that. Let your soles of your feet slowly press against the belt, and let your hands help you slide down into sit into flat position. So your knees unlocked, your knees parallel, your feet parallel, and your body exhales all the way back. And again, use the belt to support it. And then you're rounding, right? You're bending towards the ground through your tummy, and your spine lengthens, and your shoulders are not doing all the work. Your neck is not doing the work. You rest your head. Exhale. Find that tension. Find that little tension of your belts. You're supporting that tension still in your hands. You're not letting go of that belt when your body, because we're going to come sitting up one more time. Exhale all the way through. Use the belt strength to exhale through your tummy, and then round softly your head, then your shoulder blades. Use your belt. Pull on your belt. Push your feet onto the belt, and you sit very gently upright. Deep breath. Exhale, flex your toes, move the elbows back, open the chest, extend your vertebrae column, activate your upper body. One more time, feet are as wide as need to be. Find your last inhalation in this position, and you're going to round one more time to the ground. Engage. And it's a very gentle and light way to engage your tummy, to feel that your abdomen really rounds your spine towards the ground. Knees are never overextended. Head and shoulders, again, relax to the ground. One more time, take a deep breath. Exhale all the way through, and then start rounding using the belt. Soften your neck, round your shoulders, round your spine, press your feet against the belt so you're really helping your body slowly come upright. Inhale, inhale, raise your chest, elbows back. Exhale to your abdomen one last time. Breath in, and then back, exhale, single breath. We're going to slowly round your body, exhaling it towards the floor. Single breath doesn't mean fast. It just means a single breath out, and then coming back as you're inhaling all the way until your elbows are next to your rib cage, not because you're forcing. It's soft and moving, activating every part of your body, legs and hips, and exhale all the way back. 2 exhalations slowly all the way towards the ground, or 2 more times that meant, and come back, inhaling towards the sky, deep breath, rounding, engaging, using, discovering those muscles. What are the muscles that discover to raise up and then exhale finally, all the way towards the ground, rounding, jaw, center of your lower back. Very nice. All the way to the floor. Allow your legs to come towards the sky as you raise your feet and legs, hold or held by your belt and your hands onto your belt. Are you staying present? Are you still in present mode? Are you still aware of where your body is? Can you find your jaw drawing in? Can you feel your shoulder blades still flattened to the ground? Can you breathe in? Can I allow my belt to slowly move towards both ends, towards the left hand? And my left hand is as tall or as low on the belt as I need to give enough resistance. So the belt is holding my legs and my legs are pushing against the belt, and my left arm is just simply a support of that. I'm not fisting, I'm not white knuckling my hands against the belt. My right hand stays on the ground, right next to the hip, right outside the shoulder, all the way very wide. It doesn't matter. As long as that shoulder blade on the right does not come off the ground, my legs are going to start being pulled towards the left side of your body, and not just to the left, but to the left and towards the head. So I feel my legs just moving out until my elbow maybe touches the ground, and maybe that's as far as I'm going to go, or maybe a little bit deeper. My neck is not tense. I look away from my feet if my neck allows it, and I feel my abdomen, and I feel my knees never locked, stretching those back muscles. Again, we felt, right, the activation of the abdomen, and unfortunately our abdomen is not strong enough to hold also for our lower back. So our lower back does a lot of work unknowingly. So it's a great way here to feel that your feet are evenly pressing to the belt and stretching those lower back muscles. One more time, use the belt to contract your legs in towards the body and to the left side. When your body's ready, less is always more. Shoulder blade, find your breath, exhale all the way through, and then slowly bring your legs against the belt, and the belt slowly carries or helps to carry the legs back up into center. Deep breath in. Right hand comes towards the belt, and rest your left arm to the side of your body. Ground wide, all the way outside the shoulder. It doesn't matter. Find your ability to maintain that position, and your body softens the knees, and let your right hand then gently pull legs towards the right side. It's not directly to the right, it's slightly towards the shoulder, and your head relaxes and your neck looks out, and you bend the elbow, and you maybe rest the elbow or the tricep on the ground to give you leverage, and your legs move, and you stretch, and you find the right side contracting on the obliques and the left side extending. Breathe in. So what does it feel to pull those legs, and how much or how little is it beneficial for your body? And then you're the one that tells and knows best what is it that your body needs. And so what are you discovering here? Less is more. And again, this is the ultimate idea of self-care, right? It's a physical movement connected to mindfulness, that you're not just thinking about the body, but you're also adding that layer of spiritual belonging through your body. Exhale. Let your shoulder blades to be strong into position, and maybe your body is ready to slowly, do not do abruptly, very gently and carefully press your legs against the belt and raise your legs slowly above the hips and chest. Breathing, neck relaxes into center, breath in. Allow your right foot to stay on the belt and your left foot to slowly undo and touch the ground, and your left foot gently to come bent, left knee, left foot onto the ground. So your left leg remains bent while your right leg stays stretched and lengthened up towards the sky. And with both hands on the belt, with one hand on the belt, bring that right leg a little bit taller, a little bit longer, and maybe a little bit towards the head. And your knee doesn't have to be locked, as you already know. Maybe your arms are slowly coming towards the chest, or maybe above the head. Maybe it's easier if the arms stretch and then pull the leg gently above the head area, and feel your arms adjusting to your own, again, dimension. And observe that you're pressing and you're actively extending the hamstrings, the root of that leg, that your toes are pressing against the belt, that your feet are not pushing to any joint, but you're actively hugging those muscles. That your activation of the foot activates the calf, the hamstring, the knee muscles, or the muscles that protect the knee, the abdomen, the neck. One more time, move the leg a little bit longer over the head. Less is more. Find the root of your hip, root of your muscles. One last long deep breath in. And as your body exhales, soften, move the leg very gently into perpendicular position first. Hold it. You have the belt to help you to hold the belt. And most importantly, observe what happens, right? What is it in your body? Where is it that you feel it? Let your left foot come right next to your right. Press it into the belt and undo the right leg and rest the right foot onto the ground. So what is the challenge here? Is there a challenge here for your body? Or can you just adjust? This is your practice, right? So we know how much our body needs to do here, how much the body needs to go. And can I move my belt a little bit longer? Can I adjust my hands closer to the foot, farther away from the foot, towards the end of the belt itself, stretching my arms over my head, opening the arms against the chest, whichever is the most appropriate position. Can you let the body focus onto the extension? What is most appropriate to extend? That my chin is not lifting off the throat, that I'm drawing in the chin, that I'm extending the back of the neck, that I observe my tummy really active, that I'm really flexing the abdominal muscles, so my lower back stretches. Am I breathing? If I lost my breath, I've lost my connectivity to the body, right? My connection to the muscles, to the rhythm. And it's difficult to sustain focus, but we can refresh. Give ourselves a break and refresh into and spiritualize. Again, what is it that I really am holding on here? What is it? What is the conversation that I have with myself in my head? And am I reliving or am I replaying the same idea about myself? Am I able to maybe let go? And these are layers like an onion, right? Shedding just all kinds of impositions. And who and to what are we surrendering to? What is the thought? What is the intention? Let your last long deep breath. When your body's ready, let your hands and arms undo and slowly soften your leg, and you feel your body slowly exhaling. Let your right leg this time, one more time, coming up next to your left, switching positions with your left leg. This time your left leg is going to settle towards the ground, and we're going to easily hold the belt with both one hand. This time, and I know it's going to be dangerous for some of us, we are going to let the right hand on the floor if necessary, or holding the belt, it doesn't matter. And your left knee is going to roll to the left, and your right leg is going to be pulled over towards the left side of your body, as if you were just to kick the person on your left, and find that your elbow settles to the ground, both arms holding the belt, the right arm to the side of your body or outside the shoulder. Soften the left leg so the left leg is as bent as needed, and you feel that your body pulls and extends and opens all those muscles from the waist on the right side, and feel how that pulls on the back muscles, shoulder blade muscles, intercostal muscles, muscles between your ribs, the waist, the glute, the hamstring, the outer thighs. Your hand plays it as close to the floor so it helps you, and you're not just carrying it, but you can rest the knuckles to the floor. You can rest the forearm to the ground. You can adjust that left hand as much as your body needs to exhale the stretch, and you feel your body. One more time. Left leg is softening. Bent knee, but soften. You don't have to force anything on the left leg. Your back and hips stretch, and you can move and create a little bit deeper open space. There's this there's all kinds of natural juices that your body produces, but there's this one carboxylic acid, this hyaluronic acid that comes and opens and is secreted with the body that adds elasticity, adds flexibility to your skin. And since we don't move, we don't stretch, we don't do all this deeply, the skin loses that tenderness or ability to open and stretch. So by staying here, even that level, invite the body to secrete, to really juice up. Sometimes that feels as discomfort. We don't like to be warm, or we don't like to engage into certain, again, feelings on the body, but it's okay for, as you exercise, to let those juices move, that we're not closing the body to it, that you're surrendering your body to that flow. And let all this breath, let your last full exhalation that empties all the way through, and then kindly we're going to bring, maybe your right hand helps, maybe your right knee bends, and you slowly find your way. Do not force. Use your left leg as much as needed or as little as needed. Observe that your body is not forced, and extend your leg, the right leg, towards the sky, holding it. Deep breath in, and maybe your body's ready to allow the right leg alone, with your left foot staying exactly as it is on the ground, left knee bent, your right leg to open to the right side of your body, and slowly kick the person to your right with the heel, not with the tip of the toes, but with the heel of the right leg. And you stretch it and you open your inner thigh without twisting the left knee, without twisting the left foot, moving that left leg until you find the perfect alignment for your body. I might not look to an outside eye perfect, but observe what it looks like and feels like for you to stay with that left hip and leg engaged while your right leg opens even wider. And what is your right hand doing? What is your left hand doing? Can you have enough liberty to move and support and stay? Again, maintaining a moment for those muscles to understand. It takes about 18 seconds for the body to understand, for the nervous system, the brain to connect to what you're doing to it. And then at that point, after the 18th second, of course, that's an average time for bodies, then the muscles start understanding, your fibers start moving, and then you letting go, and then the little biochemical movements inside start activating, and you breathe, and you rest your breath, your heart rate. You find the best position for your inner thigh, for your hip, the movement you can adjust. And every second that goes by, there's that normalization of position where you can add maybe a little bit more if you feel like it, until you reach that physiological limit or boundary. And your neck and head relax one more time. Open the right leg as wide as you need to through your inner thigh. And your last 2 breaths. Oxygenate and take all the toxins out. Last 1 breath. Inhale. Really breathe. And as you exhale all the way through, soften. Soften the knees. Never force. Round easily your body back to center. Travel that right leg back into center very gently. Feel sometimes like stuck, but it's not. Let your left leg switch positions with your right. Allow your left foot to come in. Let your right knee soften towards the ground, your heel, your foot, your right thigh. Your body exhales both or one hand into the belt. Make sure you're easily holding that belt so you're not overutilizing your fingers of the hands, and you're not tensing your wrists or the palms, and let your right knee drop to the right side of your body and your left leg to come across while your left shoulder travels with it or stays as far away from the left leg into the ground, so you're twisting deep through your back, and your left leg travels all the way through as if you were about to kick, and it's okay to kick the person to your side. I'm giving you permission for the person on your right. And your head relaxes and look over away from that leg if you need to. And then observe. Your belt helps you to soften your joints. It's not about forcing anything, right? Forcefulness in itself is a very closing energy, strengthening and opening and surrendering and giving yourself again that chance to just stretch, to shift, to discover something new. And are you breathing? Let your rib cage and tummy move, move, move. Let your last 4 breaths to really maximize this. How many times do we have the luxury to stay in a position to just stretch the body, to let all the fluids as your last exhalation empties and you can feel gently and hopefully 6 to 8 breaths is about 18 seconds. So that's when the body really starts feeling. Then your last movement allows your body to slowly start bringing the leg back into center. If that's okay, you can extend it if you need to. Again, never forcing, never doing quick movements, slowly adjusting. Into the moving back, you can soften knees, you can soften body, you can adjust your body, maintain your right foot on the ground with your right knee bent if that's comfortable, and your left leg then now moves and is pulled outside to the left side of your body through your inner thigh. I'll give enough opportunity for that hip, for those glute muscles to slowly move and adapt and adjust and feel that your left leg moves as wide as possible while your right shoulder blade stays as close to the ground if you need to, and that's comfortable for your body. And your head softens and you can feel your neck not tense and you're not forcing the elbow or the shoulder of the left leg that is holding that left leg to the side. And you bring again those adjustments you can add after a certain period that your body adjusts and your cells start letting go and your muscle fibers extend a little bit longer and you really again start moving toxins out of your system. Then you can add a little bit more because there's always another layer, and it's all at the essence of everything is energy, right? Even as the muscles, and there's like coils of muscles holding each other, and they're like little uh, teeth of combs that are connected by cells or molecules with different electric energy that are just attracted to each other. That's what holds and binds two things together in molecules in our body. But that energy between those molecules is what maintains the body connected. Can you switch that? Can you really let go and let that energy be replaced by something deeply spiritual about you? Can you retain and remember and remind yourself of that perfect value or principle that is truly dear and innate to be spiritual to your body? When the body is ready, let the last full breath. And if you're half breathing, maybe this last one breath is really a full breath out. Remind yourself of the exchange and not holding on to things. And then in as easy movement as your body needs to, return the left leg back to center, open it up towards the sky, reach gently all the way towards the ceiling. This time, bend the left knee and undo. Undo your left foot from the belt. Allow your legs to extend slowly in front of your yoga mat on the ground. Allow your knees to stretch, your legs to be as wide as comfortable, and your arms to carry slowly the belt, holding the belt with both hands in about hip or shoulder distance from each other. You're going to raise your knuckles slowly towards the sky, moving gently. Make sure that your heels, your hips are aligned, that your back is easily on the floor, that you're not tensing, that you're moving your legs in a perfect distance from each other so your back lengthens. Your shoulder blades stay on the ground. Do not raise your shoulder blades, and keep moving your arms over your head if your body allows. It doesn't mean that your elbows have to be extended. Your elbows can be softened. Stretch your arms over your head as close to the wall. And if you're not able to reach because the wall is too close to you, bend the elbows and see that your range of movement happens from the tummy without arching or overarching any part of your body. Can you point your toes away from your those knuckles, away from your underarms, away from your ribs? Imagine that I'm going to pull you from your heels, and your heels are stretching the back, and your back is flattered to the ground. Can you observe your jaw to be drawn in so that also the cervical spine flattens? Very nice. One more time, if I were to place my hand right on the belly button area, feel that your belly button area moves every time that you exhale deeper towards your lower back, and stretch, and your arms and shoulder blades are at the perfect distance for you. Last long deep breath. Feel that your heels press or your toes press away from your body, and exhaling gently all the way through, flattening the belly, moving the lower back closer to the floor slowly. Soften your hands, bend the knees a little bit. Find your feet moving in towards the glutes, settling the feet into the ground, and then raise your arms. Raise your arms towards the sky. Move through those shoulders and see what happens when you move through your shoulders. What happens to your neck? What happens to your chest when you move through those arms? Can you move your hands towards your knees, towards your thighs, towards your hips, and softly extend out in front of you as if you're just pressing the belt onto the thighs, onto the hips, onto the waist, onto the root of your thighs. Doesn't mean that your elbows are extended. Your elbows can be softened. Your jaw, hugely important, tucks in, and feel the back of the arms slowly are on the floor. The back of the shoulder blades are on the floor, and your spine lengthens as if you're just pushing the belt into your thighs, into your legs, into your hips, into your root of the legs, and press your knuckles even to the sides of those flexed knees. When your body's ready to exhale, feel how that flattens your back. One more time, breathe in, jaw. It's hugely important that it's drawn in. Lengthen the spine all the way through. Inhale. And then exhale your elbows and hands and arms, softening them. Allow your body to soften your hands for a second. Let the belt rest on your belly or ribs. One exhalation, one more time. Fingers and hands are softened. Raise your arms above the chest, very, very gently, directly up. Lengthen the arms. It doesn't mean locking. And then bend your right elbow completely so your left arm comes across, and you travel with that left hand across your body, not your neck, and let your belt pull that left arm across your body, not too close to the chin, but lower and farthest away from the chin. So your right hand with your elbow bent or with the elbow extended according to your own flexibility pulls the left arm across your body without raising the shoulder blade of the left arm off the ground. And your head remains neutral. That means looking up with your jaw very much drawn in. And can you breathe? Can you breathe into that shoulder blade? Can you let your body one more time expand and broaden the entire shoulder blade and back area? When the abdomen and rib cage slowly come closest to the ground. Inhale, inhale. And soften hands. Slowly undo back to center. Elbows bent, completely bend. Both elbows make graceful towards the right arm and left arm. And then slowly, when your body's ready, raise your arms towards the sky. And bend the left elbow completely to softly and gently bring the right arm across. Not very close to your chin, but away from your chin. So your shoulder shifts, your shoulder blades shift, and you pull the left arm as far away from your body so it brings along the right. Is the head gently? So, how's the right side feel different from the left, or is it? And where do I feel this in my body? Am I breathing? Am I still thinking about the deep energy that connects those two molecules, making a bond, binding those two things, letting things not move, right? Everything to the molecular level is just space, it's just room. There's nothing that is built completely solid. There's just a little space working around connective energy. And so, what is my focus? What is my intent? What is my soul driving thought? And how can I replace it into those spots? What does health really mean if it's not that subtle energy, that almost imperceivable energy that makes and connects and makes tissues grow and shift, expand, or deteriorate? Can I renew my strength, my spiritual driven energy in my body? 2 breaths. Very, very gently. Inhaling for your final deep breath in. And I allow my body to start to soften when I exhale. Exhale very, very gently, feeling the body, feeling the arms, feeling the shoulders, feeling the spine. Release the arms and elbows. Soften the belt. The belt can be softened to the side of your body. Place it on the ground. Rest your hands. Open the legs gently out in front of the body, as close or as far away from your body as you need to, and stretch one more time through your heels, opening your shoulders, and shift your head and neck. Place the palms of the hands up or down. Allow your body to soften through your back. And for a few seconds, imagine your body molding itself towards the ground. And the ground molding itself to your body. As we already know, to the very molecular level, there's nothing solid, just a connection of energies vibrating at different dimensions, different intensities. And I let this physical body connect to Mother Earth, to the ground. And my true energy, heart, spirit, be my focus. Now I can easily relax into it. I can really ease my way to stillness. Very, very kindly. Keeping my muscle memory. That means really reminding myself of that one thought or intention. The energy is really what we keep. Spiritual energy is the one that transcends all forms. Can I observe myself to be connected to that, and that the energy moves through and into my body and my legs and arms, and the manifestation of me through this physical body starts just shifting and extending and opening, and my body exhales, and I can feel my body stretching a little bit as if I just waking up. Move joints, muscles, organs. One last time. Extend, stretch as much or as little as your body needs to, and then kindly bending knees, rolling slowly my body towards one side. Again, very gentle. Resting my head. There's a lot of blood and fluids and liquids that have moved around the body. I know my pace and I know my body to when I'm ready to shift, to realign myself into sitting position, pausing as many times as I need to as I come up and sitting gently at my own pace, nobody else's, irrelevant of the external expectation that we might have or the external environment that we might be in, that we in full meditation, right? In full thoughtfulness. What's meditation means is that my mind is thinking about this one thing fully. And we meditate all the time. We just, we don't know. We are meditating about money and all kinds of clothing and whatever. Things that are just really transitory. And this is the time that our meditation becomes more spiritual. That our physical body connects to that. That we can really align what health really means to all of us. And we invite with the palms of the hands to bring that energy from all around, to inhale it around our body, to open the arms wide as I breathe in towards the sky. And I reach gently into the palms and that little chakra in the palms of the hands. So I can bend the elbows through the midline of my body and I can find my heart and the center of my chest. And I observe myself. And I think and personalize this energy into whatever image I have of that divine form. Of what is the manifestation of love? What does that personality or those personalities look like to me? What do they sound like? Can I carry them with me? Can I bring them into being part of every one of my actions so I can feel more harmonious, more peaceful, so I can remind myself of who I am in my truth. Most importantly, so I can act always in the sense of selfless, divine love. Really? Oh, good. Are your shoulders? I immediately I was thinking about your shoulders.